What if I told you that right now your entire body is made of trillions of tiny living machines? Trillions of them, working non-stop every second of every day just to keep you being you. These incredible tiny structures are called cells. And without them, well, life wouldn't exist. They are the literal building blocks of life, from the tallest tree to the tiniest bug, and yes, even you. But what exactly is a cell? Think of it as the smallest unit of life that can function on its own. It's like a tiny high-tech factory, doing everything needed to keep you breathing, thinking, and growing. Inside this factory, there are specialized machines called organelles, each with a very specific job to do. Before we dive into those jobs, let's take a look at the blueprint of our tiny biological cities. Every cell has a few essential parts that make it work. Let's break it down into the big three. First, the cell membrane. This is like the security gate of the factory, controlling what comes in and what goes out. It keeps the bad stuff out and lets the nutrients in. It's the ultimate protector of the cellular world. Next is the cytoplasm. This is the jelly-like substance that fills the cell and keeps all the organelles in place. Think of it as the factory floor. It's where most of the cell's chemical reactions happen. And finally, the most important part of all, the nucleus, the command center, the brain, the boss. The nucleus holds the secrets to who you are. It's the most dramatic part of the whole operation. Together, these parts create the foundation for everything a cell needs to accomplish. Now, let's go deeper into the nucleus. It really is the brain of the cell, controlling every single move. Inside, it stores your DNA. This is the biological code that makes you unique, from your eye color to your height. It's like a library of instructions telling the cell exactly how to build proteins and perform its duties. The nucleus sends out messages to all the other organelles, making sure everything is running smoothly. These messages are crucial. Without the nucleus, the cell wouldn't know how to grow or reproduce. It's the most secure part of the factory, keeping your precious genetic information safe and sound. But even the best brain needs power to function. And that's where our next organelle comes in. Let's head over to the power station. Are you ready for some serious energy? Behold, the mitochondria. These are the powerhouses of the cell, and they are absolutely essential. Their job? To take the food you eat and turn it into a form of energy the cell can actually use. This energy is called ATP. It's like the electricity that keeps the lights on in your cellular factory. The more energy a cell needs, like your muscle cells, the more mitochondria it will have. Without these power stations, the factory would grind to a halt. No movement, no growth, no life. Think of them as the engines that keep your body running, from your heart beating to your brain thinking. It's a non-stop energy production line that never sleeps. Pretty incredible, right? But energy isn't the only thing the cell needs. It also needs builders and movers. Let's meet the rest of the team. First up, the ribosomes. These are the master protein makers. Ribosomes take instructions from the nucleus and build proteins, the building blocks for your muscles and skin. Next, we have the endoplasmic reticulum, or ER for short. This is the cell's vast transport system. It moves materials around the factory, making sure everything gets where it needs to go, fast. And here's the Golgi apparatus. Think of it as the cell's post office or packaging center. It takes proteins, packages them into tiny bubbles called vesicles, and ships them to their final destination. Whether it's staying inside the cell or being sent out to the rest of the body, the Golgi handles it all. It's a perfectly coordinated shipping network that keeps your body's chemistry in balance. And we can't forget the lysosomes. These are the cleanup crew, or the waste disposal of the cell. They break down waste and old cell parts, recycling materials to keep the factory clean and efficient. Every one of these organelles works in perfect harmony. It's a level of teamwork that is truly mind-blowing. And holding it all together is the cytoskeleton, a network of fibers that gives the cell its shape and strength. It's like the scaffolding of a building, but it's flexible, allowing the cell to move and adapt. From making proteins to cleaning up waste, this tiny factory is a masterpiece of biological engineering. Now that you know how the team works, did you know that not all cellular factories look the same? Let's see how nature mixes things up between plants and animals. While they share many parts, plant cells have some special upgrades that animal cells don't. First, the cell wall. This is a tough outer layer that gives plants their rigid structure. It's why trees can grow so tall. And then there are chloroplasts. These are the solar panels of the plant world, turning sunlight into food. Through photosynthesis, chloroplasts capture the sun's energy to create sugar. It's like magic, but better. It's science. Plant cells also have a massive vacuole, a storage tank for water and nutrients that helps the plant stay upright. Animal cells have vacuoles too, but they are much smaller. We don't need a giant water tank to stand up. So, while animal cells are flexible and varied, plant cells are built for strength and solar power. Different designs, but the same mission: to support and sustain life in all its incredible forms. But how do we get more cells? This is where things get really dramatic. Welcome to cell division. The cell needs to copy itself so you can grow and repair your body. It all starts in the nucleus. The DNA is carefully doubled and lined up. Every single instruction must be copied perfectly. Tiny fibers pull the copies apart, ensuring each new cell will have a complete set of blueprints. The cell begins to pinch in the middle, preparing to split into two separate individuals. And just like that, one becomes two. It's a process called mitosis, and it's happening in you right now. This is how a tiny seed grows into a giant tree, and how you grew from a baby into you. It's also how your body heals. When you get a scrape, your cells divide to build new skin and repair the damage. Millions of cells are dividing every second to keep your body healthy and strong. It's a miracle of precision. Every single cell in your body is a descendant of that very first cell you started with. A living legacy. The cycle of life at its most fundamental level. Simple yet infinitely complex. Now that we've seen them live and divide, let's look at some facts that will blow your mind. Did you know the average human body is made of about 37 trillion cells? That's 37 followed by 12 zeros. That's more cells than there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy. You are a walking universe, and they aren't all the same. Some are long and thin, others are round, and some even have little tails to swim. Your red blood cells, they only live for about 120 days. Your body is constantly making new ones to keep up. But some of your brain cells, they can stay with you for your entire life. They are the ultimate survivors. Right now, as you watch this, about 50 million of your cells just died and were replaced by new ones. Incredible. Every single one of those 37 trillion cells is its own little world working just for you. It's a scale of complexity that is hard to imagine, but it's what makes life possible. So remember, cells are tiny, but they are the building blocks of everything you are. They are the factories, the powerhouses, and the brains that keep life moving forward. Tiny but mighty. If you enjoyed this voyage into the microscopic world, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching and keep learning with Adeesha. See you in the next microscopic adventure.